Hello, good morning. Welcome into another episode of Good Morning NASDAQ right here on the Clover Trading YouTube channel. It is, by my calculations, the 27th day of January, year of our Lord 2026. I would say we're fully into 2026 by now. That number feels big enough that we're fully in. Um, I wish I could say we're having fun with 2026 so far, but it's more about just trying to stay present and get through this right now. Um, I know Huddy's had some fun. He's had some sadness. I think rare you're going to find someone who's had all happiness so far, in the past 3 months. But we're here. We're pushing. We're getting better every single day. We got some plays. We got some opportunities. There's some stuff moving. We had gappers for the past week and a half. We had two gappers up over 100%. One of them, I saw some people buying XTKG overnight into after hours yesterday. Nice to see one of those work. You got your silver people, your silver, your gold, your miners. I don't put myself in that camp, but I see it. I see the people out there doing it.
There's definitely a camp for it.
There's a camp. I don't know. They're posted up over there. It was about 10,000 strong.
Yeah.
They're losing people by the day. Um,
Every week, every
and
week.
we'll see where that goes. It's up. It's gapped up today. It's green. What is GLD at? Same thing. So you're talking to the wrong two guys in Clover if you want info on silver, gold. We're more of just spectators at this point. But we got Mash for Fun in here, JPY or IPY11, who wants us to go over a ton of tickers over at Clover Trading. We go over all that stuff. We'll have a webinar today. If you have any specific questions about a ticker, we'll get to it towards the end of the show. Drummer Max is taking trades. Wayne, Herb, love the name Herb. Raz, good morning. Good morning. How we feeling today, Hudster?
I'm feeling good, I think. Woke up a little too early this morning. I was telling Dom, I woke up early at 4 a.m. I don't know why, I just did, and then I stayed up, and then I was watching some movies, and now we're here, and I don't know. Yeah, feeling pretty good.
Just another Tuesday, huh?
It's another Tuesday, and in the cold here in New York. It was crazy. I've never seen so much snow in my life.
You got some snow.
I can't walk in the streets. They don't allow you.
Are they not getting rid of it?
They're getting rid of it, but they bloated all onto the sidewalk, and now there's mountains, and you can't cross the street without hitting the mountain.
Oh, so it's usually like the garbage. Now it's just snow.
Yeah.
There's snow. It's winter. It's at the annoying part of winter where there's no hunting, there's no Christmas, there's no New Year's, there's no football. It's the worst part of winter where what you got is maybe ice fishing. That's about it. I think Huddy would like ice fishing. We haven't taken him. You haven't been ice fishing, have you?
No, no, no. You took me hunting once. That didn't work out too well.
That was like the most relaxed hunting I could give you. It's not normally that chill and fun. Ice fishing, on the other hand, can be. You sit in a
Because we,
tent with a
'cause we
heater
can talk. We can
and you
talk.
just drill a hole and you sit over it. Yep. It's
Wow.
there's people that will have brews while they do it. Um, it's a casual little. It's fun, and if you can get
That
on a
sounds
bunch of
great.
panfish, you have a fish fry after.
Oh, we get to eat the fish.
Oh yeah,
I'm in.
that's a fun one.
Let me know when to come.
Problem is you don't. I don't. I guess you don't live somewhere nice, so it'd be weird like asking like Kyle, like, hey, you want to leave San Diego and come to Michigan in February? But yours, it's more about just similar weather.
I almost rebooked my flight to Bangkok to
Ah,
leave this.
what?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Bangkok
No,
soon.
I don't like that time zone for us.
No, it's not great.
Go lay down. Dog's running on my headphone cord, just almost yanked my neck. All right. How are we feeling about gappers today?
It's still gapper season, although less of a gapper season actually. Now that I'm looking at it,
200% gappers.
this
Um, Not bad. One kind of
you have
in the
two
cheaper
two hundred
range.
percent.
Huh?
You have 200%.
Two 100%.
Okay,
200% gappers.
got it.
Feel like that the shorting them has been working. I haven't seen any go wild lately over the past few days. Knock on wood. Got some wood right here. Um, Really, I'm trying to think. The main runners we've really seen has been like Nam last week, which was related to the miners. We saw BNAI go nuts. Had a pretty good intraday as well as the after hours. And then was there anything yesterday really running? XT,
Nope.
the one of our gappers that kind of ran yesterday a little bit. So the list is kind of dwindling with small cap runners. We're hoping to build up that list this week, and we're just going to kind of take it day by day. If you're new around here, welcome. My name's Dom. That is Huddy. We talk about the biggest movers in small cap land. We go through a little bit about if there's any dilution, any potential offerings on the table, ATMs, as well as what's going on with the news and the catalyst. We talk through the daily chart, ask Cuddy what he wants to do with them, answer a few questions towards the end if we have them, and then we get on with our mornings. Head on over to Clover. We got a webinar today with me. We'll talk through the week so far and the month so far and answer any questions. And all that we ask from you guys is that you hit that thumbs up button for us, that you are subscribed to the channel. If you're not, do a quick check. 1, 2, 3. Am I subscribed? If I'm not, let me hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing. You'll never know you did it. And it just gets us one subscription closer to 10,000, which we really want, which we'd love. So hit that thumbs up button for us, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it. Your biggest gapper of the day is XTKG, which, yes, was a runner yesterday. X3 Holdings, software application company out of China. 16.21 million float, is kind of a cheapie yesterday, still cheapie today, not quite over $1. They are engaged in SaaS solutions and blockchain applications. Did they have news yesterday? Did you have anything? I have nothing in the past year. Do you have any news that got this moving yesterday?
What, New Way? New Way?
Nope. XTKG.
Oh, god damn it. You started with that one?
It was the biggest gapper.
Oh, right, that makes sense. This is like stupid.
Nice. Did you see any news?
um Hang on. So historically has been a pump and dump. In the past, it used to be a ticker PBTS, and then it changed its ticker, and then they just liquidated the crap out of their stock. I don't really see any news. I just see like this is pump and dump action.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything special here. It kind of fits the pump and dump scheme. They got 78 months of cash. Says offering ability is high, but for the most part is pretty medium. I don't see any news, any correlation. It's not really the lowest float in the world either, 16 million. Like I said, this one ran yesterday from the 15-cent area. Kind of had some pretty choppy action, trading in a large range before kind of reclaiming VWAP and then spiking in after hours from the 28-cent area all the way up into the 60-cent area. And we're just a little bit higher here in pre-market right now. Really nice overall trend, higher lows and running big. You can see some of that liquidation looking stuff back at the end of last year. Since then, it's been kind of beaten down. It's hard to even find any. There we go. Without that, but a nice little 2 to 3 day move on increased volume. 300, 400 mil volume yesterday. Already like a quarter of that here in pre-market right now. You dislike this price range? Do you dislike this price range so close to a previous liquidation? What are your thoughts here? It's on day 2. It's kind of like BNI yesterday where we did have a day 1 and now we're also something we don't see a ton of, which is day 2 gaps that are talked about on the show because of how big they are. What's your initial kind of perspective here?
You call this day 2?
Yesterday was a move from 15 to 35.
What about the day before that where it moved from 10 to 20, which is 100%? You
I
don't consider that a
said I
move?
said 2 to 3 day move a couple seconds
Okay.
ago.
Okay.
If you want to
Okay.
count it, I saw the volume and I was like, oh, you kind of. We'll call it day 3. All right, let's all get on the same page here. What do you feel about this day 3?
I'm not gonna touch it, but
Ooh,
but I think there's like a lot worse ideas in the market right now to make a trade on short biased than XTKG.
You want to
Like
elaborate on that for us?
I think there's pretty good odds that this thing fades like today and creates a situation where people can make money more than like I don't know, most other things that people are willing to short. Like there's probably good data behind this thing failing. It's some stock that's heavily diluted. They've destroyed their stock and it's on a 2-day run from 10 cents to 60. Like can it pull back to 30 in a very similar way that B and I did? I could
3 day
see that
move.
happening. Huh?
It's a 3 day move.
That's what I said.
No, you said 2 day. See, um,
I could see something similar to B and I here, like in the morning action.
yeah. And why doesn't your data? Why don't you have data on this? Is it a sub $1 thing?
Yeah, there's just not as many sub $1 gappers to like really trust the data. So I
I feel
don't
like there
like
were
to do
so
it.
many in like 2024,
There was. I might be have
2025.
to rerun it, but it was like even with the data that I had before 2024, it was just like it was squirrely.
Yeah, I kind of see this the same way I see BNI, which is, in this case, you kind of have a multi-day move. You have 300 plus percent from the bottoms to the highs. You have a giant gap. You kind of have a mix of a couple patterns. I would call it like an overextended gap up, which is what you would look at on a daily chart pattern where a stock is just on a multi-day move and then gapping up big on the last day. And there's a lot of room. It might never go red, but there's a lot of room. Think BNI yesterday where it might have closed really strong, but there was a move from the $60 area down sub 30, right? Never got close to red green, but was still a pretty significant pullback because of the gap. And then you kind of correlate that to gap and crappers, which is a very popular pattern among short sellers on small caps, which is stock gap up too big, tough to hold those gains. Let's get short and ride it back down. And you kind of have the culmination of two patterns there. I have no interest in the long side in something like this. Most day one gappers, there's kind of a lottery ticket perspective on them. When we're on day three, I think it's more likely that they fail. Doesn't mean it can't have a strong warning. Can't continue to spike. You have that dollar kind of looming overhead, but that would be a pretty big move, 15 cents to a dollar. Doesn't mean it can't do it, but yeah, I kind of lean short biased here. Not sure if I'll take it, but I think you have enough kind of a culmination of multiple patterns that make this a viable option for today if you so choose. If you so choose.
Cheers.
Next biggest gapper of the day is the one that, how do you want to talk about? New Way or New? New Way? Newellis is the actual company name. They are a medical device company out of the United States of America. A 1.66 million float. Ultrafiltration therapy. You ever messed around with that on sauna days?
No.
They look to be, 3 days ago they announced change to board of directors, but I don't think that's the type of lagging news that we see 3-4 days later where they're like, yes, let's pop this thing up. Pretty low float, pretty low market cap, 7.7 mil and 1.66 mil. Offering ability is low. They don't have any cash. They're negative cash right now, and the overall risk is high. Is there anything specific you want to point to this morning on this one?
New way, right?
Yes.
They're low on cash, and they have some warrants that they could bring the price down on. So, well, we've seen this one in the past, right? This looks familiar. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a dilute. Like I don't know, it's just dilutive. It's had some gap and craps in the past. I've made some money on it. It's got one of those charts. Like this is probably something that I'm gonna get short at some point today.
My goodness.
What?
I'm just having issues clicking buttons. Looks like they've done some splits in the past as well. That price jumps up quick as you will move through the years. Top left to bottom right. You've heard it all before. It's a turd. It's a crap fart. I'm looking for that day that Huddy's talking about. Decent gap back here from the 7s to the 18s. Did spike quite a bit before fading off and closing below its open price. Since then, really no big volume days to write home about. Today's volume's already at 72 mil. Quite good for a $4 or $5 stock. Looks like it was probably Well, so this one got moving in after hours yesterday. Spiked from the twos to the threes, went sideways, then gapped up significantly higher from the twos and threes to the sixes, and has been in an all-out fade this pre-market, still to the tune of 100+% gap up, but kind of off those highs in pre-market. How do you like this one? You like this one, huh?
This one makes more sense to me. It's still a
Yeah,
low float though.
very low float, right around 1 to 2 million. Room for this to run because of those reverse splits. There's like, before you even get to the lows of that previous gap day, it's like a 200% move. I don't really see anything on the long side I'd be too interested in here. I think to like get excited about a day one long, there either has to be some sort of, catalyst. I think Bitcoin treasuries, something like that, where there's a theme that's moving stocks on day one that's really obvious. Or you have a daily chart pattern, like maybe it's opening right around a really important resistance, and 30 minutes into the day it's holding that area and it's pumping out massive volume. Charts like this, I think, are just quite tough. I think it's easy to have the illusion that it's going to go bonkers, and that might not just be the case based on the data that we see on gappers. But again, 1.6 million float. I don't see any news. Let us know if there is different news. It probably would be 4 o'clock yesterday. That's when it popped up in after hours. But 116% gap up right now, kind of fading off. Really wouldn't be surprised if that theme continues of these fading off, especially when there's no real correlation to any fun theme or sector out there right now. New Wellis. Those are your biggest gappers today. Let's see what you guys are saying out there. 121 of you watching, 24 of you. Let's hit that thumbs up button. Get that number into the 40s. Please hit that subscribe button as well if you're not. Drummer Max says, I tried EVTV first Green Day but took an L. I mean, as a whole, first Green Days suck as of late, and this is not one. If you're going off my patterns, this is the first Green Day right here on the 15th of January. This is just a pullback off of a lower high that failed as the volume gets lower and lower and lower. It gapped up yesterday. There's like so many reasons why that is not interesting to me. So I would maybe be a little bit more particular if we're going to be trading that pattern, just because it's been a very underwhelming performance pattern these days. And also this really isn't one. So for those reasons, I try not to be negative. I feel too much like Huddy when I'm too negative like that. But EVTV, not really a first Green Day yesterday.
Why am I negative? I'm not negative.
No, you just sometimes bark at people. Remember when we had Huddy and Dom? I feel like you were always the good cop, bad cop. It was like we were a mom and a dad, and I was kind of the dad in the corner, like making faces at you, like, he'll be okay. She's crazy. She's crazy. And you're like sitting there yelling at him. Let's see. Herb says, is silver still in play? We can take a look, but you're not going to get a very compelling answer from us. The answer is, I don't think most of you should have any interest, whether you are a long bias trader, short bias trader. Like, if you're a small cap trader and you're somewhere in your first 2 years, I don't think you should have ever pulled up SLV. I don't think this is the same as like CRWV or Circle or SM, like those big cap movers. Like, this is like, I feel like a different thing. I don't know if I'm crazy or if I just don't really feel like losing anymore on stuff that I'm not an expert in, but I feel like this is different. This is silver and gold. This isn't like a crappy therapeutics company that's going on a generational run. Do you think beginners should even be going anywhere near this?
I think beginners should be going near anything that they have a strategy for and a plan for, and it's backed by data. And so if you don't have a rinse, wash, repeat strategy to handle this, then don't touch it.
I just feel like you and I have never ever gone near silver or gold in 10 years.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree with that because like
it's true.
Okay, because silver and gold has never had a generational run. Like it's you're being really nuanced on that.
There is nuance, but there's also safety.
I think there's a great short selling pattern coming on silver. I don't think the risk reward is anything that great. I don't think it's going to move the account of the beginners. I don't think it's worth more than like. I don't think it's worth losing your hair of. Like I could barely care about it. I think like best case you make like 2R on this. Like it's stupid. So I like in that case like I don't get why everyone's so excited. I don't know how anyone's going to make that much money. But like, yeah, I mean, I guess it could have a pullback, like any other stock that's up 5 days in a row, right? Like, I don't see like the necessary like freaking out about it for the past 2 weeks. Like, it literally has done nothing.
Yeah, and I even think this. I just maybe there's
You
other
know,
charts. I know Kyle's talking about like HYMC, which again I don't really see it there. PPLT I see more as like a long over the past couple weeks. I don't know. I get it's more to me. I think the risk reward. Like when I looked at like the SMCI back in the day, like those like the extension was so real that you could see yourself making a lot of money. And on this one, I don't know. Was this it back here? I don't even know what year it was. It had to have been this move. Um, and I don't know what a first red day on silver looks like. I guess is
I get it. It's a commodity, but at the end of the day, like this run from November till now is crazy.
yeah. So I guess to answer your question, Herb, maybe,
Well,
maybe it's in
so
play.
the question that Herb asked is like, what is it still in play?
It's
Like
there.
answer for yourself.
It's at
You
the
know, like
highs.
what's it in play for?
um, Eric went skiing yesterday. What do you guys think about LE? Why do I feel like that's going to be like some ETF or something? Oh no, it's a stock. Land's End. Is that a company that makes clothes? I went to a Catholic school as a young lad, and that I think is a company that makes them, makes the uniforms. Um, I don't think anything of this. It's a stock that trades big volume, or not big volume. There's a market for it every day, but it's even this volume here is not that great. 2 million on a $17-18 stock. It's not really a pattern. Yesterday was just a day one. The range is fine, I guess, 14 to 19s. But I think one of the hardest things about our job is explaining why we don't like. You just know why you're not going to ever look at something, and it's hard to put it into words. So, do you have a better answer?
What's the stock?
LE. Just give me the sentence that I'm looking for. Why? They said, "What do you think about it?" I think nothing about it.
Yeah, I would never trade this. It's illiquid. The chart is not doing anything. There's no pattern. What do you want me to do? It's not volatile. It's illiquid. It's not volatile. The chart shows me nothing. There's literally nothing to do with this chart.
Uh, yeah, not really a small cap. There's just we want interesting guys. We want like fun, exciting stocks, and that ain't that. We want predictability as well. Just because something's up doesn't mean it's super predictable what it's gonna do. All right, last question, and we'll get out of here. Breakout chart like Nam. How early would you like to put on a starter position? What would you need to see to get started early? That's like too loaded of a question. Um, because it's going to change depending on how many days of consolidation we have. Um, if you're a 4-leaf clover, I have a good video lesson that kind of goes over my 3 entry styles on breakouts. And usually, like, we have to be talking about something really special that people really like. I think that people are getting squeezed on, that is in the right sector or theme that's hot right now. Like early entry, where I'm like risking a death line. Most of these 2 to 3 day consolidation periods, like Nam, I'm not looking to be that early. I'm looking to be like a step earlier than Huddy, who wants to buy the breakout level, but I still want to be there on the day that it breaks out, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to. Gone are the days for myself of losing 4 or 5 times before being right and trying to make 30 or 40 to 1. I'll try to make 10 to 20 to 1 like a couple times a year on a couple by being a little bit early. And right now, it looks like it's a gap up day. We don't know if the volume's going to be impressive or not at this stage. We're still, 60, 70 cents from the breakout level. I guess I don't quite know what you mean by how early. I would want. I'm gonna watch it play out. I'm gonna watch it play out this morning. I'm gonna mark my lines at yesterday's high and the breakout level. And if we're going sideways or doing some sort of morning range or ABCD around those levels, that's like the extent of the early that I would get in. Like through a high day, on a higher low, something like that once I have risk. Right now the problem is we're up 23%, so are you risking 4? Do we really have a risk? I don't really care too much about pre-market levels, so those are all questions that you should have a plan for. But if I think today is the day it's going to break out, at that point, I don't think there's anything that's too early, besides buying randomly, I guess. But I'm still going to wait for some sort of price action. Huddy, you're feeling better today. Do you have a quote for us?
No,
What is going on?
it's cold out.
You promised us a week. We applauded you for not biting off more than you can chew. And now it appears that 7-8 days isn't enough for you to find something that's motivational.
Yeah, I haven't been really listening to my podcast lately. I think that's the issue.
Okay, now I gotta go and freaking Google. Need a quote, Google. 101 motivational quotes to get you through life. Let's do one for resilience and strength. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. I don't get it.
One more time.
The world breaks everyone, and afterward, some are strong at the broken places. I guess you like everyone goes to broken places. Some are just strong at the broken places. This is why we need Huddy, guys. Hopefully we'll get something tomorrow. I hope everyone's staying safe out there with the weather. We appreciate you being here. Really do. Hoping that you guys are having a good week and get this week started off right. Stay safe out there. We'll be live tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. with Kyle as well. Huddy, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, people.
Have a great day.